I'm doing another mukbang, of course. I have a medium fry, 12 nuggets, and this is honey mustard, tangy barbecue, sweet and sour sauce, of course, and buffalo sauce. I also have ketchup right here, and I have a water to drink. But so I looked at the poll, and you guys do want to hear me talk, so I will talk. I'll have more to talk about, but for this video, it'll probably just be like a casual one. There were supposed to be more sauces, but they forgot, of course, because it's McDonald's. But anyway, let's just get started. Let's try the sauces. I don't think I've had honey mustard before. I don't think so. That's good. This is my favorite, the tangy barbecue. Always hitting, always. And sweet and sour, always hitting as well. If the fries fall, I'm sorry. I gotta get a more stable table. Okay, and the buffalo. That's good. I feel like this has more flavor than the buffalo sauce that was at Chick-fil-A that I had yesterday. That's good. Of course, let's try ketchup. That's always good. Something about like a sweet salty combination is always like the prime. That's good. Okay. Let's try that honey mustard because this is good. I'm actually liking the honey mustard. That's good. This will always be my favorite. And this is my second favorite. Sweet and sour. Look at it. I forgot to, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Because if you don't know, I film with my phone. Alright, well, lately, for some reason, I've been rewatching the Twilight series. I know that this is probably not the best thing to talk about because, like, half of my audience, as far as my analytics tell me, is men. You might not want me to talk about Twilight, but it's all I can think about talking about right now, I guess. There goes my fan. Sorry. But I don't know. Watching Twilight as a young girl is definitely a different experience than watching it as an adult, because I feel like you're less willing to like understand why it's so stupid, you know? Because you've more than likely never been in love, never had to make big decisions before, you know? So it would make sense why you would miss all those red flags, you know? But yeah, I guess a little background. I was always Team Jacob, by the way. I never in a million years have liked Edward. In the books, I didn't like Edward. But frankly, that's my dog, sorry. Frankly, I've only read Twilight and New Moon. I didn't read any of the other ones. Because after she didn't choose Jacob, I kind of was just like, well, I'm not interested in anything else. And that was just me. But like I said, now looking at it from like an adult lens, Jacob wasn't great. But I can also understand why I did not like Edward so much. You know, I can put like words to the madness of why I don't like Edward. I can do a video of me just doing like my makeup and talking about Twilight if y'all want to. That I can do. Because the politics of it and the universe itself is something that has intrigued me, but only to a point where I feel like, it's more of a horror story about love and sacrifice. Like, that's about it. Sorry, I gotta pay my taxes. Here you go. And I'll tell you why. Like why I think it's like a horror story for love. I feel like it's very clear in the books as well as in the movie, like hints as well, with like the conversation Bella had with Edward in the woods about him being a vampire. It's pretty clear that Bella isn't consensually in love with Edward. And he's not consensually in love with her. And that it is only like the prey predator endorphins making them not like leave each other alone, you know? Yeah. But like that to me is just not like good love. Like I would never want to like have a partner that, I mean, of course, like living without me would hurt, but that you could never live without me, you know, like that seems pretty scary. And yeah, it pretty much kind of explains itself because Stephanie Meyer, the author of Twilight, clearly has that as her idea of what true love is because of the references of Romeo and Juliet in New Moon, as well as like Bella in New Moon, which is my favorite book as well. Constantly putting herself in danger just to be closer to Edward, which, if you don't know, is really stupid. But more than anything, it's just a bad example of love. Really bad. And I never felt for it as a kid. You know? I always thought love is supposed to make you happy. It's supposed to make you content, you know. And I don't know. I just reading New Moon and even Twilight, I never felt like Bella was content with Edward. Like she made it very clear how little she thought of herself. And yeah, I've had to deal with like a few addicts, I suppose, of people that have had addiction like in my life before. And how Bella behaves like around the Cullens is like a legit addiction. Like that girl is obsessed. But yeah, I just never thought that was romantic. I never thought that was a nice thing. And although Jacob didn't get the hint that clearly she chose her man, I can understand like his perspective, you know? Like I can understand why he did and said the things that he did and said, even as an adult, you know, aside from him, you know, just thinking about his feelings and his hormones, I suppose, which is reasonable. It's kind of messed up, but it's reasonable. Like as a 16-year-old, having to be turned into a werewolf just because these vampires live here. That sucks. But as far as him like being Bella's best friend, you know, essentially, I understand why he did the things he did and why he doesn't like Edward or the Cullens. Because any amount of danger that Bella is in is due to Edward and the Cullens. I feel like as a friend, it'd be devastating, like learning that your best friend is going to die, essentially. You know, because she has to be turned into a vampire, politically speaking. And you will legit probably have to kill your best friend if they don't phase well into the whole vampire. You know, so I don't know. I just always kind of thought Jacob wasn't so bad. Like I understood him. Like in no way am I saying that like he was right with everything, but I'm just saying I understood his decision making. You know, like in Breaking Bad, for example, like I don't personally like Skylar, but I understand the decision she made, you know, to where I don't consider her like a hateable character. But, you know. Art in life, right? But yeah, if you want me to talk more about Twilight, anyone, I can. This honey mustard's pretty good, by the way. I might get it. But yeah. I just thought that was like the best part about Twilight is the discourse around it, the discourse around like the decisions that these kids make, essentially. You know. Okay, so I'm all done. I will be uploading an exam tomorrow, so don't worry. I'm still gonna be putting out my own content. I just want to figure out this mukbang content and exactly like what you guys like, what you want to see, stuff like that. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.